Sam Topper, Sound of Joy Music Services, and we're doing another musician or musicians reaction and breakdown. This video came across my YouTube feed, which is why I can't let too much of it air. But we're going to look at the chords, these two tremendous musicians, Cory Henry and John Batiste, if I had his name correct. And we're looking at impromptu chording of basically 5 chords. Now, I've already gone over the video, but we're going to show you exactly how you can, I'll use the word glean, not steal, but glean techniques from tremendous musicians in an impromptu live setting. So we've established already that they're in the key of B flat, but is it B flat major or B flat minor? And what I instruct on my channel is that anytime you play a minor scale, it's a major scale in another key, depending upon the third note which you select. Which is the third note in the minor scale, it becomes the major scale in D flat, which means you can borrow some of the chords that you would hear in D flat using it in B flat minor. So we start at the opening, and I'm talking so that the YouTube algorithm, AI, won't give me a copyright notification for airing the first part. So we're going to go back to the beginning when it starts and pick up when John Batiste starts to play. And we'll see how we can, again, glean some of these chords. Let's go. So, very easy, B flat, A flat, and what we're looking for is his touch. And that's all that is. Now, we always encourage those who watch this channel to pay attention to note placement, articulation of that note, because the piano is a percussion instrument. So if you hit it too soft, you don't pick up what the touch is, because they're actually standing up playing. So they're not in a comfortable position, but they're in a player's position. So let's pick up some more notes before Cory Henry joins. All right, so now there's our first chord. We always want to listen to the highest note. So we have the first opening, B flat, A flat, B flat, and here's our G, B, or it could be a B flat, right? B flat minor chord to an A flat chord, and when you get that touch. So now he's going to be joined by Cory Henry, and let's see if we can pick up what happens from there. All right, now we have rhythm, which is why I often say you have to listen to the styles of a lot of musicians to catch what they're doing. It's not just playing a chord for the sake of a chord, but you're telling a story. Now there's a drummer, of course, in the background, giving the tempo for the rhythmic chords to rest. I believe Cory Henry just joined, and he is mimicking those chords. Let's listen some more. Okay, he's pipe here. Because they're giving each other space around the piano, number one. Now, there's no bass player in the sense they're not playing bass notes. They're just playing musically. I won't call it a competition, but they are being creative in the range and the zones in which they have selected on the piano. So we've got Cory Henry's. We have John Batiste's chords. Let's listen a little more. Again, I've got to be careful because in case I do get flagged, I'll have to mute some sound. Well, let's go. Okay, now we've got the ending chord. So let's find out where those chords are. Now, I can hear the chords already in my head where they're going to be, but I want to help you in assisting you to understand how you um, can disseminate the notes that a musician is playing. I'm going to go with so. Now here would be two. Um, hmm, There it is. There's the 2, 5, 1. I was going to say 2, but because I didn't finish the chord off, so the 2, the 5, and then the 1 minor. Just extending out the chord. And of course, you can extend it out as far as you want to go. So let's listen a little more. Let's see what's coming up. So now, Cory Henry because he's now establishing the range in which he's going to place his chords, he wants to move away from single notes and do a chord. Because musicians like to use more than just one note when they're playing, because that's where the expression of music, of the, I'm gonna call it the, well, we use the word term soul of the musician, but their expression comes from the amount of chords they use and where they place them. Let's listen a little more. Okay, we're trying to catch this as a breakdown and reaction. I'm listening for the highest note. And these chords are, if you have taken my course on the number system, major and minor, you will know that the minor scale number system has its own chords also. And as you can see, the left hand plays a part. All right, let's listen a little more. Again, we are reacting to two musicians at their best in a live setting, playing with each other. I don't know if this is the first time or not that they've ever complemented one another in their playing. We're not going to go through the entire video. It's about 4 minutes long, but we're going to get out of it what we can because we want the musicians who come to this channel to be well-rounded. It's not always going to be gospel and traditional. Let's go a little further. Ooh, okay, he threw another chord. Now, how do I hear those diminished chords? Because I practice diminished chords. And if you practice diminished chords, you would hear it also. Highest note, the chord, diminished chord, another diminished chord to the minor. Let's continue. chord next. Okay, I heard a different minor chord. I heard that seventh in there. So they completed the entire chord. Now you're going to ask, how do I know I hear the A flat in it? Because I'm listening for the notes I didn't hear earlier. They're here, but they can throw that seventh in there. And this would be the, in D flat, this would be the sixth chord in D flat. Well, of course, we're in the key of B flat minor. Let's listen some more. Again, the more you listen to a musician's ability to add subtle changes in their chords, you should be able to pick them up as well. Let's continue. So now our chord is changing subtly. And this is what jazz musicians are able to do. Make a single note change and change the whole tone of that chord. All right, I'm going to go just a little bit more because I'm certain I expect to see a copyright notification. So they are within this range. This chord, this chord, this chord, this chord, and this chord. So all these chords are going to be found within that range. Almost like classical jazz. Just a little more, and then we're going to bring this quick reaction and breakdown to a close. And let's see how quickly YouTube's AI comes after me. Okay, so we're just using, again, as you see, both hands. One of the thrills I have is when I'm learning music, I always want to hear what the musicians are playing first so that I can feel a part of what they're doing. Now, we don't have a natural drum pattern going. I'm sure I would really get caught, but I'm just doing this as fair use, number one. And we're just doing a reaction to two musicians at the 2025 Namm in Anaheim, California, having a great time working off of one another. You're welcome to go to YouTube and search for, in fact, I'll put the link in the description so you can go yourself and practice what we've been covering. One or two more chords, and then I'm going to let this go. So I didn't want it to go too long. So let me go ahead in the video and see if they would, see they switched. Let's see what happened when they switch. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, we're not going to do that. So, but we've given you enough so that you can go to the video yourself, taking what we've shown you, and apply techniques from both Cory Henry and John Batiste. Again, if you like these videos, remember to do this.